So hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arsalan and today we are on day 10th of building the problem solving skills with the help of Python. So if you are very new to this playlist, very new to this channel, let me give you a very brief introduction of what this playlist is all about. So in this playlist, we have been building logic with the help of Python. We are using numbers to build our logic. So what we are doing here is we are using number. We have already used strings to develop our understanding, to develop our logical understanding and problem solving skills. And on each day we have been increasing the difficulty level like anything. So on day 1 we started from a very basic question where we have just find the sum of odd numbers to n range. Then we move on to day 2, day 3, day 4, so on and so forth. So finally we came up on to day 10 where we will be solving a question which is prime factorization. So if you are very new to this channel, let me give you just a brief introduction of what we will be just doing today. And if you are very new to this channel, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So before I start this tutorial, let me just explain it to you that what we will be doing in this question. The question says develop a Python function that finds and returns the prime factors of a given number. So before I start this question, we have to understand what the question is asking from us. And if you are from mathematics background, you might have already figured it out that what we will be just doing. And if you do not know what we will be doing, let me just explain it to you that what we will be doing. So we have already discussed what are prime numbers. So prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 1 and the number itself. So let's just discuss prime numbers. Prime numbers are numbers which are divisible by 1 and the number itself, including 2, 3, 5, 7, then we have 11, and then we have 13, and so on and so forth. So this is what prime numbers are. So if you do not know, and if you were not knowing that what are prime numbers, so these are prime numbers. And then come factorization. So what is factorization? Guys, factorization means, let's suppose we have a number as 10. So the factors are number which can fully divide this number. So if I take out the factors of 10 which can fully divide it and give us the remainder as 0. So what are factors? Factors are numbers which can divide any particular number completely, which means that giving the remainder as 0. So this is what the factors are. So now what we have understood what is prime numbers, we have understood what are factors. So let's just understand an example here. Let's suppose we have 10 here as a number and we have to find out its factors. So the number which can fully divide 10 is 1, 2, then we have 5, and then we have the number itself. So this is factorization, right? So this is factorization because we have how many factors? 1 factor, 2 factor, 3 factor, 4 factors. So 10 has 4 factors. You can see now 1 can also divide it fully, 2 can also divide it fully, 5 can also divide it fully, and 10 can also divide it fully. Now the questions comes that what is prime factorization. So from the name itself, we can just understand, we can just figure it out that it is called prime factorization, which means that we have to make sure that the factors are prime. This is factors, these are factors of 10. What will be the prime factors of 10? Prime factors of 10 will be like only including prime numbers, because 2 and 5 are prime numbers, so they will be only included in the list of prime factors, and in factors, of course, we will be including 1 and 10 as well. So hope you have understood the difference between factors and prime factors. Factors have only 2 and 1 2 3 4 1 2 5 10, and prime factors will be having 2 and 5 only. Prime factors are those factors, I have already told it to you, that 2 is a prime number and 5 is also prime number. So these two are prime factors of 10. All right, and 1 is not a prime number, 2 is prime number, 5 is prime number, and 10 is not a prime number. So all will be added, because these are all factors of factors of 10. So hope you have understood it, what is prime factors. Now the question comes that how we will be approaching this question. We have understood it manually, that what are prime factorization and what are prime factors. We have understood what is prime factorization, and we have already understood it, that what are prime factors. Now we have to create a program to find out the prime factors of any number. Any number, let's suppose we have xyz number. So any number it could be, let's suppose we have 100 here, let's suppose we have 200 here. So how we will be fetching the prime factors of the number, let's suppose 10. So how many prime factors will be there and how it will be coming? We have to create a program to find the prime factors of 100, 200, any number it could be. So how we will be dealing it? First of all, we have to create a function that will be checking if the number is prime. So we have already discussed many times that how we will be creating a function to check whether a number is prime or not, and I have already told you 3 methods to do this. And the method which I will be just doing it like is this method. So I will be starting from scratch. So my function here will be is prime, and I will be taking num here, and this num will be checking if a prime is prime. All right, so this function will be checking. So let's put it a comment here, this function to check the prime number. Now after this, what I'm gonna do here is I will be just creating a function to check whether the number is prime. So first of all, I will be putting a condition saying that if number is negative, or equal to 1, please print or return, please enter a number greater than 1. So this is what I will be just first of all putting, and after this I can just easily deal with my rest of the things. So if the number is greater than 1, which will be starting from 2, I will be saying that prime is equals to true for all the numbers which is greater than 1, except those numbers which I will be doing it, which I will be writing a code which will be dealing with those numbers, except those number. So what will be the exception? The exception will be like this: for n in range starting from 2 till number, if number mod n is equals to 0, then prime is equals to false, and the moment it will be becoming false, just break the loop and exit the loop and then return that prime. So prime now could be any value, it can be true or false, and false will be those values if it is divisible by any range of number, which I have already told it to you that let's suppose we have 10 here. So if a number is equals to 10, you can just visualize it that first of all it will be checking it with 2. So 10 can be divided by 2, so it will be coming into if condition and it will be exiting the loop because we have put the break here. So it will be exiting the loop and come outside the loop and returning false as the prime of the value of the prime. So I have made all the values true for any number which is not coming inside this if condition. If it is coming inside this condition, it will be returning false value. If it is not coming inside this condition, it will be returning me true value. So what I said here is very easy to understand, that if any number which is coming inside this if condition, it will be returning prime as false, and if it is not coming, then it will be returning me true. So hope you have understood this logic. Now if you have understood this logic, we can just create a function to take out the prime factorization. Now this function is just creating what? It is just creating a logic to fetch whether the number is prime or not. Alright, it is just returning me a true or false value to check whether the number is prime or not. To check it whether the function is working properly, we can create some random values to print some random values. I will be printing is prime, and let's suppose I take 10 and 2 to check. First of all, it should return me false, and second, it should be returning me true. So it is running successfully because 10 is not a prime number and 2 is prime number. So it will be returning me false and it will be returning me true. Now I will be commenting these two values because I do not want to print these values right now. What I will be printing here is I will be printing the prime factorization. So how I will be using how it will be the logic to print the prime factorization. So let's create a function here that will be calculating my prime factorization. I will be writing factorization. Let's just copy paste it down so that I can just save my time of writing this code here, factorization, and I can just make sure that I should take a parameter as a number. So I will writing a number. You can put any value you can put. Let's say I put num here. Num is my parameter here. So in this num this is my range actually. So num is my range. So it could be any range. It could be 10, it can be 20, it can be 30. So right now I'm creating a function to calculate the prime factorization. Now after this what I'm gonna do here is I will be creating a list. This will be my empty list, and inside this empty list I will be just appending those values which are prime factors. So this is my factors value. Alright, so this is my factor value, which is a list, and inside this list I will be putting the values through a loop. Alright, so this is my empty list initially. So in this list the value empty list, the factors will be appended inside this. So which values will be appended? So I will be creating a loop for n in range starting from 2 till n num plus 1, because I have already discussed it with you that why we'll be taking num plus 1, because num itself is not inclusive, it is exclusive. So if I take 10 here, let's suppose if I take past 10 here, it will be not included here. So I am taking 10 plus 1, so it will be 9 here, and 9 plus 1 will be 10. So if I take a range function here, it will be counted as 9. So I am writing 9 plus 1, which will be like 10. So right now everything is clear. Now we can move further here. So I will be checking if is prime number, that my n will be, if I print n, and let's just create print this function load so that you can visualize it. Or let's just write prime factorization, and if I just write 10 here and show it to you, what I'm getting here is, see, I'm getting 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. All right, so why I'm getting these values? If I remove this 1 from here, what I will be getting? I will be getting 1 2 till 9 count. Now I will be writing 1 here, so I will be getting 2 till 10. So if I print n, you can see that I am getting what? 2 till 10 number. So what I am writing here is, I will be removing this, and I will be writing if prime, if is prime. I'm checking if is prime, if the number is prime, means in the range of 2 till 10, if any number which is prime, then then append that value in my factors. So factors dot append n, and I will be returning this factors, return factors. Now I have to print this value. So you will be seeing that I will be getting 2, 5 and 7. You can see that I will be getting 2, 5 and 7 inside my list. 2, 3, 5, 7. In fact 3 will be also included because 3 is also prime number. But 3, you can see that 2, 3, 5, 7 I'm getting because 2, 3, 5 and 7 are prime numbers, right? 2, 3, 5 and 7 are prime numbers, so they will be appended inside my list. But I want what I want prime factors. These 3 and these two numbers 3 and 7 are not factors of 10. So I will be writing one more condition here saying that and what and num mod n is equals to 0, which means that num should also be divisible by that number. If it is 3, it will be not divisible. If it's 7, it will be not divisible, but 2 and 5 it will be divisible. So append 2 and 5 inside my factors list. So you can see that I will be getting 2 and 5. So you can see that this is, I will be getting prime factors. So I have got my result as prime factors, which is 2 and 7. I can write it like an f string here, and you can just modify the code it like this if you wish to, but our answer has already been got. So I'm just writing it in a more readable way. Factors of num is this. So factors of 10 will be 2 and 5, and I will be in fact writing not factors, I will be writing prime factors because these are not factors. Prime factors, I can just replace this by prime factors, prime factors, and I will be replacing all with these values. Control C, and here also and here also. Alright, so if I try to run this code, it should work normally. So you can see that prime factors of 10 is 2 and 5, and I can try for, let's suppose I take 100, let's say suppose I take 5, and if I take any random value 542, so let's see how it's working. So you can see that for prime factors of 10 is 2 and 5, prime factors of 100 is 2 and 5, prime factors of 5 is 5, and then prime factors of 542 is 2 and 271. So as you can see that how things are working here. And if I find the factors of 100, it will be different, but prime factors are different. So you have understood the difference between factors and prime factors. So hope you have understood this question, guys. If you do so, please comment down in the comment section that you have understood this question and you are able to build the logic slowly and gradually. And if this playlist is helping you guys, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist, and do share it with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get benefit from this playlist. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you next time.